Hey everyone, I just read Deltora Quest, Return to Del by Emily Rodda, and it was not as bad as I remember it being, but it still felt like a bit of a letdown. What can I say? Endings are hard. It's a book about three unlikely heroes who have completed their quest to recover the 7 gems and restore the Belt of Deltora, and now must take a stand against the evil Shadow Lord where their journey began in Del in order to determine the fate of the kingdom. The pros? This book brings together pretty much every element in the series, from plot points to minor characters, to twists already set up and simmering under the surface, and cooks them all into a pretty exciting final entry, at least until the story actually returns to Del. I really liked the bleak, hopeless tone so much of this book has, with the heroes fighting against an overwhelming enemy force, and having to hide on the return journey to keep the Shadow Lord's forces from finding them. It felt appropriately climactic, and I really enjoyed how much this book trusts its intended audience with mature content you don't normally find in kids' fiction, like guards drinking alcohol in their spare time. The cons? I really like the 2 secondary villains, Fallow and the other one I can't talk about due to spoilers. They both have a good amount of depth, despite one of them only appearing in 3 scenes across the entire series. But their boss, the Shadow Lord, is so boring. His one scene gives him a bit of character, but he doesn't even show up for the final confrontation, and he just doesn't have the presence of someone like Sauron to pull off the distant antagonist thing. He's such a disappointment. The final battle felt really weak. Everyone converges on Del for the climax, and then it's over pretty much instantly. After all the build-up, there needed to be something more, even if that meant breaking the series' commitment to keeping every entry exactly 120 pages long. And on a similar note, there's no denouement after the climax. The ending is pretty much instant, and after an 8-book series, it feels like running a marathon only for the finish line to be the edge of a cliff. The only mitigating factor to this con is that there are 7 more sequels before the proper ending. All in all, this book has some decent moments, but also some really dud ones. It's not and never has been what I've wanted the final book in this series to be, but as far as endings go, it could be a lot worse. If you're looking for a modern, kid-friendly Lord of the Rings with great characters, great twists, and a great setting, then absolutely check Deltora Quest out. This was my gateway to fantasy fiction, and it still holds up today, and I'm giving Return to Del a B. What did you think of the book? Let me know in the comments down below, and while you're there, why not leave a suggestion for what I should read next? I promise I'll get to it eventually. If you liked the review and want to see more, please like, subscribe, and share the video around. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.